real quick. When God favor you, that means you can walk in front of the enemy's faces and smile at them. Another thing, when you're favored by God, that means God will prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies. He will prepare a wonderful table. I'm talking about some showing up creams and some macaroni and cheese and some burgers and some chips that someone that didn't prepare for you. And just take them to beef that real quick because I feel like I want to praise him a little. Just sing. Yeah. Clap your hands and stop. You weren't ready. You weren't ready. You weren't ready. Now I want y'all to sit on your feet. And you can't be sitting there like you don't know nothing. Yeah, clap your hands. Clap your hands. I'm gonna praise him. I'm gonna praise him. I'm gonna praise him. From a guy named Ty Tribbett. And then I'll watch him. And every time when I watch him and he's doing those dance moves, I said, wow, I'd like to learn. I go to every churches in this country. And I minister. And every time when I minister, God uses me. And sometimes the enemy doesn't want you to go around and minister to God's people. The enemy just want to have you stuck into one place. I remember one time when I was getting out of my class because the teacher said, class is dismissed. Thank you, musician. And then I stepped out of the class, out of nowhere. A 9th grade boy saw me and just pushed me. And I was like, Jesus, where did this boy come from? And he just come push me and saying those kind of insubordinate words to me. And I was like, Lord, have mercy. But then when I walked away from him, and he just did it, talk all he wants. When I walked away, God told me that when you get your blessing, the enemy comes around you. And some part, the enemy can be very jealous and bad-mind you of your blessing. Some of your so-called friends who you call, you walk and they talk behind your back. But let me tell you something. The so-called friends that you have a long time ago and still talks to you and gossiping behind your backs, the more they're taking you to the next dimension. The more they're taking you to the next dimension. That part in the Bible that talks about when Jesus was sitting around the table with Judas. And let me tell you something. Judas didn't like Jesus. None at all. But the more the enemy talks about you, is the more you're going to the next. The more you're going to the next level. The more God will favor you. And the more God will elevate you. And He's calling you to a higher place. Sometimes you don't know the voice of God. There's a songwriter that says, and I love this song very much, his voice makes a difference. When he speaks, he relieves my troubles mind. And it's the only voice I hear, I know, that makes the difference. Amen. And I will follow it one day at a time. People of God, you've got to know who's talking. You've got to know who's talking. And there's two differences. The voice of God is like a sweet, soft voice. When the enemy's voice is like a rough, rusty voice that tell you all those insubordinate things and tell you just kill yourself and whatever. But you got to know who's talking. And let me tell you something, God is going to favor you. Prophesy to somebody next to you and say, at the end of this week, God will favor you. Right before the enemy's faces.